when I worked at the restaurant bar for all those years, we had this new waitress. She just turned 21. She was trying everything, and of course I'm a Scotch guy. And she comes up, she says, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's Scotch." She's like, "Is it sweet?" Because she was on that sweet kick. I said, "Well, you heard of butterscotch, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, here, try some." She spit all over the bar, and the cook sitting next to me was like, "I can't believe you listened to him."
We were just brainstorming new YouTube channels, and we came up with the name of our next one. It's going to be called "What Even Is Anything," and we're starting. The first episode is going to be all about nougat, and we're going to be like, "What is nougat? Is there? Do they mine it? Is it harvested? Is there a plant? What is?"
I'll get the clip from To Be or Not to Be. Nougat?
Nougat. And the thing is, a lot of people probably know. We just don't, because we grew up in the 40s in the middle of nowhere.
That's right.
I think there's lots of stuff like that that people don't know.
Yeah.
You know what would be funny is if you did it and then you never answered the question. You guys saying like, do they mine it?
Man.
What the hell is it?
That's right.
All right, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. And
We're kind of famous for that. So
Nick would, every comment would be Nick going, "I thought this would be the one where you said what it is."
there used to be these two guys. They were called the Furniture Guys, and they were hilarious back in the 90s. They got their start on like PBS, and then they got their own show on PBS, and then the internet came along and they were on there. But their dream, these guys were hilarious, and I think they might have been out of Philadelphia. I could be wrong, but these guys they were hysterical. But they got so tired of making furniture and restoring furniture that their goal was to have a furniture repair show where they don't repair furniture. So our eventual goal is to have a BookTube channel where we don't talk about books anymore.
I'm serious, man. I'll talk about boxing with you anytime. I don't know anything, but listening to you talk about it, I think I could have been a good boxer, actually. I did martial arts for a while, and I probably would have been a puncher. Yeah, they always say there's punchers and there's people that move around fast. I would have been a puncher because whenever we would do the like where you hold a pad for those big rectangular, I don't know if you've seen them, pads, you hold it up and then you can like punch as hard as you want. People would be like, "Please don't punch as hard as you want. Please make how hard you want to punch a little less."
Yeah. And don't play basketball with this guy though. My God, because when he goes up, to dunk, man, he will just come. He's fucking huge, and he'll just wham come down on top of you. Sorry. I'm okay. I'm gonna go lay over here in the grass for a little while.
I really got the hang of the, the power doesn't come from the arm. The power comes from the body, right? And so I got the hang of the jab with the lean and stuff, and then the using the hips and the back foot and everything for the problem I would probably have is I would have been terrified of getting hit in the face. So probably maybe it would have helped me to get hit in the face. Like, and I could be like, okay, I got it over with. Yeah.
And it does. Yeah, it's not that bad. You know what's funny is it doesn't really hurt here. It hurts like back here.
Ooh.
Like when he hit me, it felt like someone grabbed my spine. It was like,
Is that because it snaps your head back or something?
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like
I felt it
whiplash
straight
almost.
down my spine.
Yeah.
Would be fun though. I'm probably
Not at
shouldn't
our
go
age,
now.
man. Are you kidding me?
I know. I forget sometimes.
Like, I'm on blood thinners, man. I don't know.
See, here's the thing. I still think of myself as being in my 40s. And when I was in my 40s, yeah, as you know, Nick, you still got your little pains and stuff, and it takes a little longer to come back than it did when you were in your 20s, right? But you still feel like, and you can still do some stuff, right? And so I always assume that. And so I got some weights and I started lifting, like doing some curls and stuff. And after 2 days, like I could barely move my arm. Like this, like this tendon in here was just like stiff and in pain. I'm like, man, it's too, like
Yeah.
you see these old dudes all the time. Like, here's this guy, 78, still works out every day. So I think I'm not done yet. I think I just need to get a trainer or something to show me like technique and things.
I think it's that they never stopped working out.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're right, but I still believe that I could still start again as long as I start slow and use good technique and all that stuff. It might take a while to get to that point. I'll never be as good as them because they never stopped, right? Oh, I don't think I'll box. That would just be dumb, probably. But
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun just to do the workout, just to learn it. My wife goes to CrossFit, and she's like, "Oh, you should come with me." And I'm just like, "This is the crap that we have to do before we get to the cool stuff at boxing." Where I'm just like, "Just get through this bullshit."
Yeah.
Like all the, but it's just that for an hour with no boxing at the end. Like, no way.
yeah, does she flip tires?
I like
and
learning
do the,
stuff.
do the stuff with ropes and flip the tires over. That's kind of stuff.
Wait, are you talking about the boxing workout or the CrossFit?
The CrossFit.
CrossFit is like lots of running, and they they got the big ball and they throw it up, and it's weights and squats and lots of everything that's core. I think they base it off of military workout.
Okay. But yeah, what you just said about learning stuff. Me too. I kind of like that. Like learning technique or learning strategy or whatever. That keeps it interesting, you know?
Yeah, it's hard for me just to go to the gym and lift weights. I get really bored.
Yeah.
And especially lifting weights because you do whatever. You do your set and then you sit there for like for a minute or minute and a half. And then you do it again. You're like, this sucks.
It's repetitious. It's boring.
That's where audiobooks come in handy, right?
But when you do boxing, it's just like nonstop go, and you're actually learning something. And what I really like about boxing is there's lots of like fluid movement, and it's very like dancing. It's very musical. That's the way I see it anyway. Is that it's very like, like if you when you hear music, you're just like boom, boom. It's kind of just this music way of moving.
That's where boxing would probably would have been fun. It would have been something I might have enjoyed. I enjoyed the martial arts that I did, but there wasn't that piece of it. Like with the it was learning a lot of technique, right? And then practicing the technique. But we didn't do any sparring. And that's where it might have been fun to do some sparring and maybe some boxing to get that, like the rhythm and I like it, even in these stories, like the way they're written, like you get some of that. Like it's clear that he was a boxer, right? Howard. Because he's describing the different
I don't think you could
it.
fake the way he was putting stuff down.
I had a little moment during one of the recent streams where I said everybody's favorite booktuber, Michael K. Vaughan, and I forget if it was Jeff or somebody else says, like, is he making fun of him or is he just teasing? And I was like, oh crap.
It was me.
Oh, was that you?
It was me.
Okay.
Because I'm like, you sound like you're being sarcastic.
It does sound that way. Paul has told me that often.
You sound like you're mocking him. Yes.
Exactly. So I'm like, oh, I got to stop that. I've got to make it clear that I'm not doing that I really like him.
And you're like everyone's favorite booktuber, Michael K. Vaughan.
Yeah. That's why the Febru parody idea might not go very well.
I thought about that. I was like, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe it should just be a running joke where we say Febru parody and just not do it.
Yeah.
It's been my whole life though, Nick. Like I have this really dry, sarcastic thing. I know you haven't noticed, but I'm not the best judge of when it might come off as mocking as opposed to, really being just a good-natured jab or something. And by the way, that everybody's favorite booktuber thing, it has nothing to do with Michael K. Vaughan. What it has to do with is when we first started our channel, I started watching everybody else's channel. I think it was because Sumerian September maybe was coming up or rolled around. Like every single channel, almost every video mentioned Michael K. Vaughan.
Yeah.
So it was more a commentary on how popular he is, even to book, like he's the booktuber's booktuber, right? And the longer it went on, the more now I'm like, ooh, I better stop that because it's not landing correctly.
Well, it's like when I worked at that same restaurant, there was this older lady. I was giving some instructions to one of the waitresses, and she kind of walked away like not exactly sure what I was talking about. And this older lady who'd only been there like 2 or 3 months, waitress, never said a word to her. And we're sitting in the break area. She goes, "I like you." I'm like, okay. She goes, "You got these people, they don't know if you're being serious or joking." I just said, "Yeah, it's lonely at the top." I got them right where I want them.
Yeah, the benefit of never having had more than a few viewers or listeners on the other stuff we've done together is I've never had to worry about that.
We get more video interaction on this channel than we get on Return of the Son of the Show. But it's crazy how like this BookTube, not to do any navel gazing or anything, but BookTube is like so like interactive with so many people. You like we're all just excited that we found somebody who likes books. So there's all the comment sections are always like deep with conversations with other booktubers and people who like books.
I was thinking about it when we did that, when we were doing the book, and I wish I would have said it during the live stream of the Weird Frequencies stuff, where I was like, I was like, man, there's like times in your life when you look back and you'd be like, that was that moment. That was with those group of friends. That was a special moment. This thing that happened, it doesn't happen all the time. And you have little pockets of those periods in your life. And I was like, and you usually don't realize it until it's over.
Oh,
and I think that we're in one now.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was like, this is special. This is like, it's really weird that we all kind of started around the same time, that we all kind of like found each other, and that it just seems like electric at the moment.
Yep.
So what other instruments do you play?
I barely play that. I can play the banjo a little bit.
Nice.
Like I can play punk songs on the guitar, the bass.
I want punk songs
the
on the banjo.
Dropkick Murphys, right? Do they have a banjo?
No, I think they have the accordion, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh, the bagpipes. The bagpipes.
Bagpipes. All right.
Flogging Molly has the accordion.
Oh, got it. Yeah. Hey, the person I used to work with who was really into fiber work also played the banjo. So if you could play banjo, it's something about fiber work and banjo. It just seems to go together.
I mean, so far it's been our experience.
So far, a sample size of 2.
That's right.
But yeah, the drums is what I really know how to play.
Okay. All right.
The rest of it is all like level 2.
And did you play drums in a band? Do you still do band? What is it called when you play in a band? It's called Do You Play in a Band?
Yeah.
No, you don't? Okay. Did you though? Did you before?
I'm confused by this line of questioning.
Yes, I
was in a
He
band.
just wants an answer. Just say anything.
I forgot how to talk for a minute there.
Yeah, I've been in mini bands.
Nice.
Yeah, I had a record label before.
Oh, really?
Doing this too. Yeah.
Oh my God! The next time we talk, man, it's just we're gonna learn all the interesting things about Nick. There's so much there. I feel like we're peeling the layers of an onion. And like keep you boxing, in bands, had a record label, plays violin. Do you speak French?
Theme song? No.
Oh, hang on.
No, I don't know. Yeah, just hello.
Doesn't speak.
Same with German. I can say a couple words in Arabic.
Nick does not speak French.
That was a Honeymooners reference.
Yeah, I knew what he was doing. So now you were in the I call it the old timey music too, weren't you? I think you said that a time or two. See, that's what I'd like to do. We could do an episode about that 3 people would watch, but I could talk about it forever. You know, that's what I grew up with.
That Bean Blossom
I thought
special.
I lived in the 50s. Oh yeah,
yeah.
I lived in the 50s.
How old time are you talking? Like 30s old timey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go, dude.
Yeah,
I go. I it takes me a minute to get my brain remembering names and stuff. But like when I was a little kid, up until I was about 12, 13 years old, we used to go down to down Brown County, Indiana. There was a bluegrass festival down there, and all the dudes who were huge in like the 30s and 40s were still playing. They were all old dudes, and somewhere I got like a book full of autographs and stuff from them. So yeah, and then my dad was from the country, so he was big into, you know, a lot of that hillbilly music. And my mom was more into like music they played at the roller rink because she was a city girl. But considering it was the 50s when they got together, so it's kind of that kind of music they share. But yeah, and we were surrounded by it, you know, forever. That's why don't get me started on Johnny Cash. I can go all day. But a lot of those old, you know, one of my goals is like with Lead Belly, for instance. You know, the famous in the Pines. I want to write a horror story. This is why I'm having trouble with it. I don't want to write a horror story about that song. I want to write a horror story that sounds like that song. If that makes any sense. And I'm struggling with it, but no, I love old timey music.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, it's just taking
I love
forever.
it too.
I went down a rabbit hole of learning all the different lyrics to it from all the different versions of it and whatnot.
What's cool about that music is most of it is passed along word to mouth. You know, like passed through history. Like people didn't, even though by the time they got to recording it, those songs have been around forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, like Barbara Allen, from the Love of Barbara Allen video, Shelfie, that we did towards the end of Sumerian September. That song goes back to like the 1700s and stuff. It has nothing to do with what it is now, or even what it was when it was popular during Howard's time. But it goes, it's that telephone game. It changed so much over the you know, couple of centuries.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that stuff. Old timey. You know that song, "Going Up the Country," the Canned Heat. Going up the country. That's a cover of an old timey song, and if you listen to it, he's imitating the entire song. He's imitating the way the guy sings. Like, it is incredible. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "This is the song."
That's not what Canned Heat normally sounded like.
Yeah,
yeah. My mom always made the joke that he sounds like Kermit the Frog. So
the Canned Heat.
Yeah, and that song, yeah.
But yeah, I can't play that style of banjo because that's the claw hammer, and I played like the later Earl Scruggs style of 3 fingers. Oh
yeah. You and my dad would get along. My dad loves Earl Scruggs. The other thing too is that when speaking to my dad, I was explaining to him one day. I'm like, Dad, you know this music is like just like Strauss and stuff like that, right? It's all like waltzes, and that shit was created like hundreds of years before. They just brought it over here and taught each other because, you know, there was no TV or radio, so they taught each other music, and it's waltzes and stuff like that. You know, it's so old.
Yeah.
And then by the time you throw in all the Celtic influences and all the, you know, it turns into its own thing.
It is, yeah.
And there was a time it fucking dominated the radio. It's crazy to think.
Carter Family and Jimmy Rogers.
Yep.
They would go around and they would collect the songs and then they would make them hits.
Yep.
It was cheating, but I'm glad they did it.
It was the AI of its time.
If they hadn't done it, man, all that would be lost.
we've been talking lately about doing more of those radio plays, and the great idea is you just take public domain pulp and just make it into a radio play. It's kind of similar, right?
Well, yeah, and while we're on that subject, my plan is we have about 6 or 7 of those episodes, and I want to release one a month which should take us until about summer, and then in the summertime I want to start like a new. Maybe we might produce 2 or 3 tops because they're kind of a grind. But yeah, take some public domain stories and turn them into Mysterious Traveler, and get people who want to work on them and put them on. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I would love to be a part of that. I don't know. I know the live stream was long for the Weird Frequencies, but I joked that I was going to have you guys write a script and we were going to act it out.
Nice.
For my story.
I love that idea.
I don't know if we could though, because my main character is he's Chinese, so I think it would just be offensive.
Oh,
is it a male or female lead?
It's a guy. There's no ladies in my story, Paul. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I thought maybe you were like woke.
Oh, you know what I forgot? Did you grab that package like I asked you to?
Yeah, this one. I'm not gonna dox myself. This one.
Go ahead. Is that the first one?
Yeah, the other one is in the Jeff Bezos' bookstore packaging.
Yeah, you want to go ahead and open that one?
This one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an unboxing video. It's half of his Christmas gift. We're gonna do a live stream probably sometime next week, and it'll be like our top stories / gift exchange, live stream. Yeah, I meant to do this during our boxing video. Like every time we talk about boxing, we have to do an unboxing so that there's
is that what
balanced in the universe.
It's witty. You and Levi have the exact same sense of humor, by the way.
Levi's hilarious.
He's funny. Like whenever he's in the stream, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to be the funniest person in this stream. I like the way whenever you do an unboxing, the box is always off camera.
Well, it's right here, and guess what? It's full of this shit. So I'm trying to work around it. I already threw one towards the cat. She seems to be.
What even is packing peanuts?
Yeah, what is that? I like the
not
ones
edible,
that dissolve
apparently.
in water.
Okay.
Well, that's weird. Why didn't they just send that part? Why did they have to send that whole extra
because
box?
Because they're trying to get rid of these things.
Well, you buy stuff off of eBay, and you never know what you're going to get.
Did you get it from a butcher shop?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a slab of meat. I want you to punch it.
Is it on camera? Good enough for you there?
Yes, it's on camera.
Hey, look what I got.
Oh, look at that.
This might have come in handy.
See, that's why I wish I'd remembered.
Oh, nice.
I would have had you do that first.
This is glorious.
Is it in pretty good shape? It's supposed to be used.
Dude, it's in really good shape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I'll give the guy a good review then.
Yeah, definitely. It's not like when I ordered Frankenstein and it was written all over and they tried to tell me it wasn't.
That came from when we first started talking about these. Paul has a lot of the stories, but a lot of them he didn't have. So I was like, well, now you have them.
I would just find PDFs of them and read them. Yeah.
We've learned a lot in the past 5 or 6 years, including just because it's funny in my head doesn't mean I have to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more cautious. I knew exactly what you were talking about with the obituary on the front.
Not to go on and on about it, but like we did an episode of the Manitou episode, and Steve made the joke about the woman having to carry the Manitou full term because she lived in Florida, as a joke. And some dude, now mind you, we've been around for a couple months, and I recognized that this dude comments about how, you had to get political, I'm out. And we're like, motherfucker, we covered To Kill, what is it, Of Mice and Men. I wear this bracelet that is in plain sight, and it took you that fucking long to figure us out. Like, This isn't an airport, chum. Bye.
I think we got enough here for like 2 or 3 shelfies now.
Oh, it's just gonna be a free for all.
I do have to get going. I have to go back into the mines. This coal is not going to dig itself out of the ground. So.
That's right. All right, man.
Thanks again, Nick.
This was so much fun, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on.
January, we're gonna have Ishmael from Robert E. Howard Foundation on. We're gonna have Jeff because he's on vacation for the month of January. We're gonna try to get him on. We're definitely gonna have.
Jeff makes me want to be a better person. Like anytime he never has a cross word about anybody. He only has the nicest. I'm dead serious when I'm like, he's just the sweetest guy on BookTube. So having him on, that'll probably help me temper myself even more.
but yeah, and we'll definitely have you back like real soon, for no other reason than just to do this again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.